name is Stephanie Johnson, and we are here today to talk about the dangers of riding your motorcycle without a helmet. Each year, in the spring and fall, a pilgrimage occurs. To me, it is like the geese that fly south for the winter. The geese stay a while and then they return north to their homes. They eat, frolic, and socialize with others of the same kind. This is the biennial trip bikers take each year to Myrtle Beach for Bike Week. As I travel south on 501 towards Myrtle Beach, on one of these excursions, I look down at my steel course and I think one simple mistake by me or anyone else around me could cost me my life. I then realize I am partially protected by the helmet I wear on my head. It protects one of the most important parts of my body. In the state of North Carolina, we are required by law to wear a motorcycle helmet. About halfway through our ride, we traveled through a small town called South of the Border. As we cruised through this tourist attraction, you look around and notice that many bikers around you have removed their most important accessory, their helmet. As you cross the North Carolina line into South Carolina, it is no longer the law that you must wear a helmet. Why would anyone on a mechanical device traveling 65 miles per hour remove their most valuable protection, their helmet? One of the greatest reasons to put your helmet on while riding is to protect your head. During an accident, they make riding safer by protecting your head during an accident. Head injuries are the leading cause of death among motorcyclists, stated by Rebecca Nauman, a lead researcher for the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention. More than 14,000 deaths of motorcyclists occurred between 2008 and 2009 in the United States, according to Ms. Neiman. Data also shows that in the 19 states with universal helmet laws, 12% of those who died in a motorcycle crash weren't wearing a helmet, according to the Center for Disease Control. It is true that wearing a helmet will not prevent an accident, but it can reduce the severity of the injuries that occur. Helmets reduce the risk of head injuries by 69%, according to the South Carolina government. It has also been proven that helmets do not reduce the visibility or impair hearing, which is one of bikers' greatest complaints. Another incentive for wearing your helmet while riding is financial. When an accident occurs, the first person to have a financial responsibility is the rider themselves. The average cost for an unhelmeted rider were one-third greater than those of helmeted riders, $7,208 to $5,852 in a study of Illinois' injured motorcyclists. According to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, medical costs, lost productivity, vocational rehabilitation, insurance administration, law enforcement and emergency services, legal services, and workplace disturbances are among the factors that are impacted by these injuries, according to the National Highway Safety Administration. Cost savings range from a high of $394 million in California, which has a universal helmet law, to a low of $2.6 million in New Mexico, which has a partial law, according to a report written by the Center for Disease Control. When we think about finances, we usually think about the cost for ourselves. When there is a motorcycle accident, the cost of its injuries can impact people who we don't even know. In 1991, prior to enacting its helmet law, California's state medical insurance program paid $40 million for treatment of motorcycle-related head injuries. That figure dropped to $24 million after an enactment of a universal helmet law, according to the National Highway Safety Administration. Motorcyclists pay increased fees for insurance. These increased fees don't cover long-term rehabilitation for people in motorcycle accidents. The costs are passed along in increased rates for the public. The most recent statistics show that private insurance pays for approximately 66% of the cost of inpatient care for motorcycle crash victims. Another 22% is paid by public funds, and 12% is categorized as another source, usually self-payment, according to the National Highway Transportation Safety Association. In conclusion, I am here speaking to you as a fellow biker. I love the feeling of the wind blowing through my hair at 65 miles per hour. I I love knowing that I have the freedom. If I choose to take my helmet off, I can. In most instances, I choose to wear my helmet even when it is legal not to. I am asking you as a fellow biker to make the same choice. Remember, according to David Perry, the author of Bike Cult, what do you call a cyclist who doesn't wear his helmet? An organ donor.